Am I the a-hole for wanting to leave my new boyfriend after he broke my trust the very first night I let him sleep over? I am never trusting another man so easily ever again, that's clear to me after going through this ridiculous experience. I am a 19-year-old college student, and a couple of months ago I met a really nice guy named Oliver on campus and we started hanging out. I usually keep to myself, and it's been hard for me to meet new people since starting college, so I was happy to meet someone like Oliver. He is a very bubbly, outgoing person, and I feel like he really forced me out of my shell. He is a very funny and charismatic guy, but despite this, he didn't seem to have a lot of his own friends. Whatever, I wasn't about to judge him for having no friends when he was literally the only friend I had made on campus after a year of being there. Anyway, Oliver and I eventually started hanging out every day. We would study together and get lunch at our favorite spot. I started to get really comfortable around him, but we still only saw each other at school and during public hangouts. Oliver lives in a dorm, but I live on my own in off-campus housing. Oliver and I continued getting closer, and finally one day on a lunch date, he admitted to me that he had feelings for me. I was a little taken aback. I hadn't really looked at him in that way, and so it surprised me when he just came out and said it. When I didn't react at first, Oliver looked sad, and I didn't want to make my only friend sad. Ultimately, I wasn't strongly attracted to Oliver in that way, but we had a great connection, so I told myself, why not? I thought about it for a moment and figured that we had a great friendship, so why not see if it could grow into something more? I was honest with Oliver and I told him I might not have those strong feelings for him right now, but I was open to exploring a romantic connection with him. After that day, we agreed to begin dating, and Oliver became a very attentive boyfriend. He would text me constantly and ask to call me a couple of times throughout the day. I honestly found it a bit hard since my schedule is pretty full already. But this is my first relationship and just figured maybe this is how they are, maybe this is what people expect. Anyway, we had been dating for about a month when I finally let him spend the night at my house for the first time. We had a great night. We cooked a nice dinner together and cuddled for a long time before laying down to go to sleep. That's when Oliver asked me if I was attracted to him and I said yes. Then he asked why I didn't want to go further physically with him. I said I just wanted a little more time, and eventually we could. He was silent for a moment before asking me if I was seeing someone else. I gave him a look of confusion and said no, which was the truth. Anyway, after that slightly uncomfortable conversation, we fell asleep together in my bed. The next morning, Oliver acted like normal as he kissed me goodbye and we went our separate ways for the day. It wasn't until later that day that I noticed that something was off with my phone. I went to text one of my classmates that I was doing a group project with, and I couldn't find his number anywhere in my phone even though I had just saved it a week ago. I started looking through my contact list and realized that there were several contacts missing. Just gone. It was the strangest thing. At first I thought it was some sort of glitch, but after looking through the list for a while I realized the only numbers that were gone were contacts with male names. It was one of the weirdest feelings I've ever had. Seeing that, I had no idea what to think. I sat and thought for a while, and after contacting Apple support and sounding like an idiot as I tried to explain the situation, I put the pieces together and registered that it must have been my own boyfriend who did this to my phone. I know I'm dumb for this, but my phone doesn't have a passcode, so it's totally possible that he unlocked it during the night and deleted all the male numbers. I decided to call Oliver and confront him about it. To my surprise, he came right out and admitted it. I asked him why he would do something like that, and he went on this big rant about how it would make him uncomfortable if I spoke with other guys and that he should be the only man in my life now. I said that he had invaded my privacy and that I disliked this behavior from him, but he responded by saying that all guys were like this and it was normal. Like I said, this is my first relationship, so I have no way of knowing if that's true or not. Either way, I feel like he's being crazy. Am I wrong for wanting to leave him over this?